Well, hi there. The name is James IZ, and for today's video, it's this shirt here. I thought I lost this shirt, but I found it. That's the N right there. That's the T. You know what I mean? That's that's the T right here. So anyways, I don't really normally wear shirts in videos anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off now. Yeah, but for today's video, I'm gonna be diving deep into the question of, does Gen Z have a victim mentality? And that's the title of the video that I'm about to showcase to you people today from Theo clips. Yeah, the title of it really caught my eye because I do believe Gen Z has a victim mentality. I mean, the way that we grew up, it was in like a certain era of where, I don't know, it's sort of how you say soft. We don't really know on how to handle shit, and I'm Gen Z myself, so this title really caught my eye. So let's check this out, huh?
Now you have a YouTube channel where you kind of talk, it seems like, to a lot of like Gen Z.
Is he sponsored by Celsius? You know, like his podcast must have hundreds of thousands of viewers, right? So he has to be sponsored by Celsius, right? For me personally, I do drink Celsius every day before the gym as my pre-workout, and I would really appreciate a sponsorship from them myself.
Kind of safe to say Gen Z millennials?
Yeah,
Gen
Z millennial.
Okay.
Oh yeah, by the way, okay.
What's the number one thing that they are going into debt over now?
You know, okay, alright, yeah, so this guy's name is, yeah, so his name is Caleb Hammer. Yeah, so he has a porn star name, and this is what he looks like. Do something with that information or something. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, the name Caleb Hammer sounds like a porn star, like Chuck Basher. Shout out Cali Muscle.
To say Gen Z millennials?
Gen Z millennial.
Okay. Yeah. What is the number one thing that they are going into debt over now?
In America, cars, man. Cars. Everything's drivable infrastructure here, so you have no choice but to get a car.
100%, bro. I agree. You can't really walk anywhere. You have to drive everywhere. For me to be able to go to the store, I can't just walk to the store. I mean, I can, but it's gonna be very inconvenient and very time consuming. The fuck are we doing, bro?
Parents would have been ashamed if they didn't have a job. Do the younger generations feel that same way? Like people that you're talking to, do they have that same feeling about work?
No, there's something really interesting happening in our culture right now that I cannot define super well. I always mess up with the word. It's infantilization.
What I'm getting at here is that turning 18 and having responsibilities as an adult is like rare apparently nowadays or some shit. Well, I mean, like the question that he asked was, does like Gen Z or millennials or whatever the hell, do they like work jobs or some shit? I mean, if you're on the internet or like any social media, like on Instagram or Twitter for like 50 minutes a day, you will see the joke being thrown around saying to get a job or get a life or jobless activities. People are being made fun of for not having a job, basically. I'm pretty sure people are being shamed into working on the internet. I don't see it in real life though. As a matter of fact, people don't even talk to each other in real life anymore, now that I think about it.
A lot of people, I don't know, everyone's like, I'm 19, I'm still a child. There's a lot of that conversations that I'm having on my show, and honestly, I didn't notice it too much until I started doing my show.
I think that's the older generation's fault. The very negative, fickle ones who have been through the ringer. Growing up, they would always say, oh man, you're just a child. Yeah, if you're 19, you're still a child. Oh man, you're 18, you're still a child. Oh yeah, you know, like you're 25, you're still a child. Like, I think that's where we got that from. I've definitely heard that before.
You know those predator like beating videos online?
Oh yeah, there's so many of them now.
Yeah, and one thing that's I just saw yesterday on Twitter or X, that was just kind of demonstrating what happens when Gen Z meets with those predator beating videos. They lured someone, you know, as usual, to meet an underage person to beat the crap out of the person. But the Gen Z people lured a 21-year-old to meet an 18-year-old and beat the shit out of the 21-year-old for meeting an 18-year-old because it's a huge, crazy underage 18-year-old.
Bro, I fell down the rabbit hole of watching those videos and shit. You're not gonna see those types of videos here on YouTube because they'll strike down your channel, but Jadeon is one of them. A Skeeter Gene, you know what I mean? Like, those are pretty good too, you know what I mean? I highly suggest those videos, but it's just, you lured a 21-year-old dude who thought that he was meeting up with the 18-year-old girl, and you beat the shit out of him for what the, like, what? This is retarded, bro. Like, you're actually a and like, you should all be kicked out of college then.
Oh, I see. It says 5 Worcester.
Oh, Brandon's on it.
Students charged after mob beats up falsely accused child predator, and that's in Worcester. Oh, I'm sorry, I know this place. Worcester, Mass. 5 students from Assumption University in Worcester are facing charges of kidnapping.
What the fuck? Where is this place? Worcester, Massachusetts. From what school? Assumption University. This sounds fake. Hey, twin, am I being sopped by a 3-letter agency right now? Huh? Twin?
I mean, it's so hard to meet people now, and this guy finally comes out of his house to meet somebody, and he gets jumped.
You know, bro, when like you put it like that, I didn't even think that. You finally match with a baddie on Tinder, you know what I mean? A fine Tinder on Tinder. After 2 weeks of texting back and forth and talking on the phone, you finally get the chance to meet up with her, and then you get fucking jumped. Holy shit.
I'm saying that they think you're still a child at 18 and 19 and 20.
Oh, I see. You're saying so that you think part of that was this.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that at all. I think they're just going to Assumption University. What the fuck type of name is that?
I mean, they're talking about age gaps. If you're dating with someone 2 years, like over 2 years, people are freaking out now online. It's crazy.
Have you seen some of these cougars out here? I mean, the shit that I was doing at 19, I'm...
On TikTok especially, there's like this victim Olympic stuff going on where people are trying to over victimize. Like, I'm more of a victim than you from this thing. And it's like, it's an always over, just stepping over each other on who's the biggest victim.
It's called the Victim Olympics, bro. I definitely heard about this. That coincides with this belief that I have that you can blow up on the internet off of making loser content, like always playing the victim and or making yourself look like a loser in life, and then other people who are also losers in life can relate to you, and then they end up following you because you're relatable until you hit 100k subscribers and you get a video's got like over 2 million views on it. Well, at that point, I mean, you're not a loser anymore. Then it's like the same shit with TikTok. It's like loser content blows up on TikTok. If you make a video crying on camera, you know, saying, oh, my life is hard, I can't do this, I can't do that, blah, 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 giving us those crocodile tears, it blows up. Losers making content about their shitty life. Like, I'm pretty sure that all of our lives are shitty in some type of way or fashion, so like, stop crying about it and stop complaining, bro, and actually provide some actual content. I say that as I'm making a commentary video.
But yeah, I'll see things, it's like, yeah, the fires are really bad, but realizing that it's been 11 days since your boyfriend texted you back, right? And you're like, and someone will be walking down the street with flames in the back, but they're making it about them and their boyfriend or something, you know?
It's crazy.
Or hope my DoorDasher's okay.
I think they're struggling with separating a satirical, they purposely make the caption or like they say something so ridiculous to the point that, okay, this obviously isn't real. And then there's also rage bait. You know what I mean? So they have a problem with separating from like, you know, from like the real to the satire to the rage bait. You know what I mean? That's what's going crazy right now on short form content or just on the internet in general. Like, just I think rage bait has been around for years. You know what I mean? I think all of that is just satire of what he just said.
It's out here today, and they'll be from their balcony looking for their taco order. And there's buildings on fire.
That's a joke. I mean, get that me saying that it's not supposed to be funny when there's actual fire going on, obviously. The person making the TikTok is just trying to be funny. Trying to. It's a bit fucked up, I know, but I think you should just stop taking it so seriously. Or we should. I don't know.
I've seen videos of examples of people talking about a story from their past, and they're just sharing a story about something that was just, you know, slightly inconvenient. And then people go in their comment sections and say, no, actually, you're a victim. You're a victim of all this, that. Like, there was some TikTok I was watching, I don't know, I think I was watching a reaction to it. Someone was talking about how they had an awkward hand-holding experience when they were in high school. And people were going through the comments like, no, you were and it's like, fuck me.
Yeah, so what I think that is it's the mental of sitting on the phone all day and consuming short form content in the first place. Like, people don't think anymore. Most of you just don't think at all. A lot of you are just stupid. The one thing that you all have in common with each other is that you sit on your phone and you scroll TikToks all day. You consume short form content all fucking day. You can never put down the phone and stare at a wall for like 30 minutes, bro. Like, I mean, you probably can't do that just to save your own fucking life, okay? I think you're just retarded. That's basically it. You're just a retard.
Well, I mean, we had a prime example. We called the episode, our titles are wild, but someone finally walks off Financial Audit. I guess that's actually not that.
Someone finally, what you said?
Walks off Financial Audit.
Okay.
And one of her big, like, she was a perpetual victim throughout her life. One of her big things is she sat down and we were talking about creating a better income for her. And she said, my therapist told me I can't have a boss. So she can't work ever because she's not able to have any kind of authority around her because it would make her feel too
triggered or something.
Yeah.
Right.
So she just couldn't have a boss ever.
Right.
Also, she can't do any physical activity or labor or anything. So has to sit down and do her veterinary stuff from her house, but won't get hired. And half of her resume, by the way, was like activist stuff anyway. So like someone you'd be a little afraid.
That's somebody who's mentally retarded. That's it right there. She's a
she was lost all over the place, so I'm not surprised. But again, she was also another victim kind of in her relationship. She was dating a dude for 8 years. They got married, but she decided 2 weeks into her marriage, she wants to try titties, you know, just on the other side. Date women, yeah, okay, just go to the other side and hang out a little bit. He didn't want to. So he's a bad person for leaving her because she wanted to date women 2 weeks into marriage.
Who's the guy that married her? That's what I'm really wondering. Like, who the fuck is the guy that decided to put a ring on her finger, bro? Because you yourself, like, bro, are you good? Are you okay in the head?
Like a demonstration of this, I was dating someone from Venezuela for a little bit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know, exotic. And one thing she was telling me about our culture, I was like asking what's different about this culture versus the different culture she lived in all over the world when she was escaping Venezuela. And she says, things are good in America because of how much we focus on the minor little social issue for everything. When you have the luxury to focus on
trans stuff, or
not just that, like, okay, so Zuckerberg, right? Yesterday he announced that tampons are leaving men's bathroom or whatever. Like, I don't care either way, whatever. But the fact that that is able to be such a major thing that we're freaking out about, when you have that in a culture, that's how you know everything else is pretty damn okay, because we're allowed to focus our energy on that.
Yeah, it's like everybody is so focused on Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. I'm so angry about that football game last night. Oh, Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers. Oh, that's the craziest trade in NBA history, guys. Oh, bro, it's just, you are so fucking comfortable. I saw that Lucas shit, bro. Who gives a fuck, nigga? Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Over here worried about little shit. You got grown-ass man over here getting hyped up and talking about a fucking multi-millionaire getting traded to a different NBA team, bro. Like, fucking grow up, nigga. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm James IZ. That was does a Gen Z have a victim mentality? I guess I answered the question mid, like, video, and then they started talking about other stuff throughout the video that had nothing to do with the title of the video at all. I guess the problem that I have right now is fucking hiccuping. I'm done here. I'm out of here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out.